October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. In Bexar County, 1 in 3 women will experience abuse in her lifetime. San Antonio police are trying to combat that shocking statistic with domestic violence officers. They are called Crisis Response Team Officers, or CRTs. The night team's Courtney Friedman got to spend a day riding along with 2 CRT officers. Courtney joins us now. All right. How would you describe the experience, what you saw?
It was pretty amazing. I would call it just eye-opening, not only just to see how complicated these cases can get, but also how involved the officers get in the follow-up of these. I was actually able to make a house call with these officers to a family that had just gone through a very violent attack the night before. One of the women involved spoke with us about the scary situation and how she feels about the CRT officers who came to her door. We decided not to show her face for her safety.
He said, "I'm going to kill you all."
Stephanie says that's what her sister's boyfriend yelled through the door before breaking it down.
She said, "Yeah, he's been violent with me alone."
He came to your house last night?
No, she was here. Yes.
Okay, so she was here at the time when he came over.
Yes.
Okay.
He just, I mean, if y'all want to take a look at the door, he busted through.
Minutes later, the police came and arrested him on domestic violence charges.
His own sister saw him loading a gun.
House calls like this are one of the daily jobs for Crisis Response Team, or CRT officers, Misty Hodge and Oscar Medrano. They spend every day handling the aftermath of domestic violence.
Glad to see y'all again.
Well, that's why we're here.
There's a brochure with lists of services that are available to you and your family as well.
Our CRT ride-along showed us how much follow-up they do on loads of domestic violence cases.
San Antonio Police.
Each police substation has 3 CRT officers and 3 CRT civilians. Depending on the severity of the run, the civilian CRT actually gets to ride shotgun with the officer. And these civilians either have training or a degree in counseling.
We'll see a lot of the same victims. And then we'll see a lot of the offenders that have different victims.
So they try to break the cycle, responding to scenes, following up the next day and long after, to offer help with protective orders, legal services, and safety plans.
The police reaction last night, and then them already being here like 10 hours later, knocking on the door and offering this is amazing.
It feels great. I mean, knowing that she knows that we're here for her.
Proving that the abused in San Antonio are truly not alone. Now you can just see how thankful she was that they were there. So I'm just really glad that we were able to show the public what these officers do every day. This is one of 4 stories that we'll be sharing with our viewers about domestic violence for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and they will be running every Thursday on the Night Beat.
Okay, we look forward to that. But let's talk more about these CRT officers. Yes. They clearly follow up with the victims. Do they follow up with the perpetrators or the alleged suspects as well?
Yes, and that's a really surprising thing. I think a lot of people don't know. They not only follow up with the victims, they offer the perpetrators themselves counseling, and they have management programs and a lot of counseling programs, and they do check in on them. I actually spoke to one of the officers who said one of the perpetrators that they've been dealing with for a while came into the station and thanked them the other day, and he's turned his life around, become a better family member and a better society member. So just a lot of great things happening with this program.
All right, Courtney Friedman, thanks.